Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, astrology lovers. I am Hana, evolutionary astrologer. Welcome back to my channel. And don't forget to like this video, to subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll never miss an update. Let's talk about Mars entering the sign of Capricorn. One, it's such a strong placement. Mars is the warrior planet. It has to do with action, it has to do with desire, vitality, courage, and Capricorn is all about getting things done. It's a very ambitious sign, it's a very ambitious energy, and it gets a lot of things done. It brings focus, it brings strategy, and in many ways, it's unstoppable. So, this is happening on December 15th, 2025, and this is very active until January 23rd of 2026. So, in this video, I want to cover what this transit is about, what intentions are aligned with this. So, how do we use this energy in a way that is productive? And the risks. What are the risks? Because Mars can always bring a little bit of stress, including health issues. So, let's be aware of it. Let's talk about it and let's find ways to prevent problems before they actually happen. So, Mars in Capricorn, it's all about action. Mars is all about action, but Capricorn speaks about, yes, but what is a right action? Mars brings the passion where Capricorn wants results. So Mars and Capricorn can bring us this wave of discipline, of patience, of long-term strategy. So it brings that desire and the fuel to get it going, to build things, but to build things that actually last. So it really is the power of, think about that mountain climber. It's picking a goal, it's setting your intentions, and don't stop it. It's like not stopping until you really reach the top of the mountain, you reach the summit. So, what are some of the collective themes here with Mars and Capricorn? This is a time to achieve. This could be career achievements. This is a time to take authority over our lives. This is a time to look at our goals, look at our daily habits, look at the things that we are doing and maybe bringing some restructure, seeing what is not working and what is working. So this is a time for ambition, healthy ambition. It's a time for resilience and even making some tough decisions because that's part of reaching the summit, right? Sometimes it's not just going to be flowers and roses and fun. Sometimes you're going to make some hard decisions, make some tough decisions, and use your energy. Mars brings the energy where Capricorn brings that focus energy. And it's all about, the key recipe for Capricorn is sustained effort. Bring commitment, bring consistency, show up one day at a time. So it can be such a productive season, right? And the universe is telling us, the stars, this Mars in Capricorn is really saying to us, level up your, level up your excellency, act with integrity, and prove to yourself that you're capable of doing or of reaching your goals. So whatever they are, right? Whatever your goals are, maybe they are career related, maybe it's about your health and improving your health. Maybe it's all about your relationships. Maybe it's a creative project. This transit, these 6 weeks, supports tangible results, tangible progress. So this is that make it happen energy. You can do it. Let's do it. So it's exciting in that sense, but it's exciting in the sense that it brings the results that it can very much bring the results. It can bring the harvest and the accomplishments if we bring our effort, our commitment, our discipline, our if we show up every day in that to make that happen. Now, what are the shadow expressions? Because with every astrological configuration, there is always a potential for shadow expressions, for things, for misusing this energy. And some of the things that we need to be mindful of, especially because this is such an energy, this is such a transit that is all goal and result oriented, we must watch out for overworking, burnout, becoming overly rigid or even controlling. And that could also bring a lot of harsh self-criticism, right? Thinking that we have to do everything alone. So Mars in Capricorn can at times become the lone wolf that can achieve a lot of success, but feel internally very depleted. So balance is key here. Make sure that the mountain you're climbing is also meaningful to your soul and that you are allowing time to rest, right? Allowing your body to rest, your mind to rest. So some of the ways of using this transit very productively is to definitely set realistic goals and break it down into daily action. So have that goal, have that, think about the summit, think about the top of the mountain, but don't expect to get it done all in one day, all in one sitting. Choose that, breaking things down and showing up every day a little bit slowly but surely. Bring discipline. Focus on what matters the most. So it is a time to eliminate distractions. This is why Capricorn, especially Mars in Capricorn, it's all about hard work, which it can be, working so hard to the point where you are forgetting to eat and sleep and take care of your body and take care of your, the self-care that the polarity of Capricorn brings, which is Cancer. So don't forget to also take, care of your well-being, your health, and give time to relax, give time to rest and sleep because the risk is depletion. So strengthen your healthy routine. So this is about diet, this is about sleep, this is about physical movement. That's another thing too with Mars in Capricorn. Move the body. That's part of the well-being. And that's also part of using this energy in a way that can sustain your vision. So extra, also another thing too is, speaking of stress and avoiding risks, if you start to feel a lot of tension, if you feel a lot of pressure, maybe, you're feeling this pressure coming from work, coming from your boss, coming from your family or your friends. So pay attention to where you might be either too hard on yourself, forgetting to receive support or to ask for help or even measuring your productivity more than your actual well-being. And see your priorities. See if maybe you are over-identifying with success or status or the goals itself, and you're putting, some of the important things in life, maybe you're taking them for granted or putting them as, the last thing on the to-do list type of thing. So yes, it is a time for consistency. It's a time to do any sort of repairment work. If there's something that's misaligned, if there's something that's not working anymore, there's something in your life that's out of order, out of integrity, that's very much a time to realign, to repair, to bring things back into um, well-being and a higher alignment, but also be mindful of perfectionism, exhausting the body, and, take breaks, check in with your body, and take good care of yourself. And when it comes to health, Mars in Capricorn speaks a lot about the skeletal system. So Capricorn is our bones, our joints, teeth, the spine. That's why it has to do with alignment. So think about the spine of Capricorn that keeps us in place, keeps us standing. So, and also the knees. So this is a time to give your body extra structural support and strength in order to prevent breakdown. Okay, so this is a time where we're all more vulnerable to knee issues, joint issues, lower back issues, bones, teeth. A lot of people are going to be going to the dentist during these times, so pay extra attention to dental health and also posture and alignment. So not just the spiritual alignment and acting with integrity and doing things with integrity, but also the alignment of your body. So pay attention to posture and how you're sitting, how you're walking, how you're standing. And again, being really repetitive here, but overworking your body is, we're all more at risk of that. And you can feel increased stamina, which is really great because it's that desire to get things done, that focus on the projects and focus on the goals, which is really great. But the risk is pushing past physical limits. So Mars in Capricorn says to us, train smart, not just hard. So especially if you are, involved in physical activity, which is really great. It's very supportive for this transit, but, don't overdo it. Be mindful. So what is beneficial? What are some ideas here that can help to support us during this time? Muscle building, strength training, that's great. And also, don't forget to bring the stretching, mobility work. Maybe you need to, take a trip to the chiropractor, any sort of posture therapy and posture work. Again, make sure you're standing up straight. There's something about standing up straight that, claims your space, claims your throne, claims your alignment in this world. Also calcium. So pay attention to calcium and magnesium support. Of course, always check in with your doctor, seek professional guidance before starting any supplements, but those are definitely very Capricornian. And also prioritize sleep recovery. So this is one of the best times in this span of 2 years. This is one of the best times to build physical resilience. This transit is happening right in the beginning of 2026, which is a time where people want to commit to their New Year's resolutions and new goals. So this Mars in Capricorn can really give us the motivation to go to the gym, to sign up for whatever it is, to, really gives us that motivation to get going, to do it. But again, avoid overdoing, overtraining, ignoring pain signs and signals in your body. And that sense of, carrying the weight of the world, sometimes carrying the weight of others, and a lot of stress, tension. So pay extra attention to your neck, your shoulders, okay? And where in your body you are holding on that tension. And be careful also with dental. So don't skip the dental checkups, right? This is also a time where we can all, grind our teeth at night. This is such a Mars in Capricorn, stress related situation. So pay attention to the signs that your body is asking you for more rest and for any sort of balance between work and rest. Okay. And because Mars in Capricorn wants results, and Mars, wherever Mars is, it adds urgency. It says like, it has to be done right now. Or even a lot of the stories, a lot of the mental stories that Mars in Capricorn can bring is I'm not doing enough. I need to be doing more. I need to achieve more. And I gotta push through this, which can be pushed through the pain, push through feeling very tired, push through not sleeping enough, right? So, but the wisdom, the true wisdom, the higher expression of Mars in Capricorn is to build our bodies, to build our goals in ways that are supportive, in the ways that push us forward, but also brings recovery. And, it's that combination of strength and ambition and power with also recovery and sustainability and presence with ourselves, presence with our emotions. Remember that the polarity of Capricorn is Cancer, which is all about how do I feel? So sometimes when we are, very much in the Capricorn, we can neglect our own emotional world, our feelings, and push too hard. And sometimes not just pushing ourselves too hard, but also others too hard as well. So, health tips here: strengthen, stretch, support your bones, support your joints, schedule that trip to the dentist, honor your limits, and also rest. Rest is part of mastery as well. All right. So, what to do with this energy? Start. Don't wait for inspiration. Get it going. Start, initiate, build, build structure around your ambition. Again, the sacred recipe here is slowly but surely, one step at a time. Don't rush. Make sure it's done. Whatever you're doing, it's done with heart and presence and love, and it's well done. So commit. Anything that you want to commit to, this is an incredible wave of energy that can really help us to get to wherever we want to get to. Our goals, our vision, our dreams, our personal projects, our career, our work. Don't forget to move your body, right? Mars needs motion. And don't forget to celebrate your success, celebrate your progress. And even when it's not perfect, even when it's not masterful yet, celebrate the journey of getting there and make the best out of it. And if you think these astrological updates are helpful, don't forget to like them, to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and to share it with someone who might be climbing, their own mountain right now, or maybe need the extra support or the extra motivation. And remember, I think the best of Capricorn is bringing ambition, but also with soul and really getting to the top of that mountain, but celebrating the journey there as well and being very present in the journey there as well. All right, I will see you in the next video. Have a great Mars and Capricorn time and see you next time.